Hello, hello. Next up, please put your hands together for Emily Ward and her observations on Anatomy Lab.
I can't remember where the iliopsoas inserts. Merle is going through the muscles, trying to encode the origins and insertions. She touches each one. She calls each muscle a friend. June calls arteries and nerves she or her, but she calls muscles he or him. We can't help but personify pieces of the donor while actively and painfully depersonalizing the person as a whole. I know the iliopsoas is innervated by the femoral nerve. I view worth through the lens of offering. My life will be worthy if by my death I gave more than I took. Right now, there's nothing of worth about me. I am humbly a body of perpetually blocked adenosine receptors, a vacuum that is fed knowledge I spit back out once a week for a numerical score that without fail makes me feel worse about myself. I am giving nothing. The cadavers can give no more. All they have is the past. All I have is the future. And here we meet and we give the present worth by giving to each other. I can see that lower limb chart in my mind. I know the iliopsoas flexes the hip. Jill has an engagement ring on a thin gold necklace that hangs down as she leans over to view the pectineus. Alyssa is singing along to that pina colada song as she fights to get a better view of the cranial nerves. Our group is passionately debating the best queso in Birmingham, while almost absent-mindedly peeling away fascia. Seth is wearing a Braves t-shirt because our practical and game sits are tomorrow and he refuses to pick one over the other. Guzzle and I meander down the aisles to find the body with the best deep radial nerve, all the while we're discussing the best Taylor Swift albums. I wonder if it's disrespectful to behave in these ways. Shouldn't this be a somber place? But we're bonding and learning and becoming. Who amongst us wouldn't want to be surrounded by so much life? Even in death. I even know that the iliopsoas has two origins, the iliacus and something like T12 through L4. It's 10 or 11 p.m. and the panic starts to kick in. Am I going to pass? Am I smart enough? Am I hardworking enough? Am I ever gonna be worthy? It's an easier room than most to be reminded of how sacred and fleeting life is. Why am I spending what time I have left torturing myself in a formaldehyde-filled room about the insertion of the iliopsoas? Knowing the insertion of the iliopsoas does not make or break a doctor. The calm part of me chants to myself. My panic responds with, then why the hell am I learning it then? Maybe a good doctor is made because they're willing to stay in a formaldehyde-filled, windowless room until 10 or 11 p.m. until they, by God, know where the iliopsoas inserts. Maybe there is worth to be gained through this. I am giving time, effort, and energy, and not just for a meaningless numerical score, but for a treasury of knowledge I will eagerly and gladly dispense from and give. Maybe I will be a good doctor because I'm not willing to let all that I sacrificed to build that treasury ever to go to waste. The insertion of the iliopsoas is the lesser trochanter. I will be a good doctor, and we are of worth. Thank you.